Dear family and friends, hello! Greetings from Miryang, South Korea. I haven't been making very many news videos lately, but I wanted to make one today because I've got some big news. I'm going to try to be concise, make this about 10 minutes long, not too long, and I have 5 things that I want to talk about in this video. So first of all, the general gist of this video is that my life is going to be taking a new direction this fall. That comes as a surprise to a lot of people because I love South Korea. I have a fantastic job with very generous benefits, and I've had a very positive experience here. But um, I've done a lot of thinking, a lot of soul searching, a lot of praying, and to make a long story short, over the past year and 9 months that I've been in Korea, I've been between a rock and a hard place. I love teaching in Korea, but I also love my girlfriend who is not in Korea. Um, and you know, life is short, love is rare and amazing, and my relationship with Jing Hong deserves a chance to, to go to the next level. So that's to make a long story short, and I'm sure I did not say that as eloquently as I would have liked to. And so I will be leaving Korea this fall at the end of September, coming home for a few months, and then this fall or this winter, as soon as I can get my paperwork together and get all of those affairs in order, I will be heading to Shanghai, China. So that's the gist of my announcements. I wanted to briefly talk about my relationship with Jing Hong. We've been dating for about 2.5 years now. She is the best and the most serious girlfriend that I've ever had. Our relationship is really something special. We met in Pittsburgh back during the last year of my master's degree. We were both studying our master's degree at Pitt, um, and we actually met at the Carnegie Library because I was volunteering teaching ESL courses at the library. She was volunteering teaching Chinese courses. We were both practicing our teaching and uh, learning the other's language. So she showed up in my English classes and I showed up in her Chinese classes, and just it was really, you know, from the very beginning, I liked her so much, and I've just liked her and loved her more and more since then. So I wanted to talk just a little bit about our relationship because I would love for you guys to meet Jing Hong. Her name is Jing Hong, and she's from Shanghai, China. Uh, we both we're both teachers. She studied education, and I studied linguistics. Some of my courses were education courses, since I got the TESOL certificate. And during the time that I've been here in Korea, we've been in this long distance relationship, which has been really hard on her. And you know, that's not fair. So it's time for us to be together. And she's the only person that's been there for me and supported me every single day, and who knows every detail about my life. And so she's really, you know, the woman of my life. She's quite the woman. This might sound like, you know, an engagement announcement, but it's, you know, we're taking it slowly, so we're not quite there yet. But she is a phenomenal person, and I hope that uh, everybody, my family and friends, will have the chance to meet her. Really quickly, I just want to show you guys how we've been keeping our relationship alive. South Korea and China are really close. So it takes me an hour to get to the Busan Gimhae International Airport. It takes me 2 hours to fly to Shanghai, and she lives an hour away from the airport. So in the course of a morning or an afternoon, I can go to China or she can come to Korea. And we've been incredibly blessed that on a 3-day weekend during the holidays, we've been able to visit each other. 7 times we've already seen each other, and the eighth trip is coming up in August. I just want to take a moment to show you guys a picture from each trip. This is how we've been able to keep our relationship alive. You know, when plane tickets are $250 or $300, and you know, you have a really awesome salary, it's totally doable to make long distance work for 2 years. Jinghang came to visit me in Korea for Christmas in 2017. Best Christmas present ever. We had a really great time here. She came to Korea again in May of 2018. She came during the time of the Arirang Festival, which is Miryang's annual festival. Really, really cool stuff. I took my first trip to China in August of 2018. During our summer vacation, I was there for 2 weeks, explored a couple of different places with her, and made my first impressions of China in person. She came to Korea again in December of 2018. So 2 Christmases in a row, she was my Christmas present. Then in January, I think the end of January this year, 2019, I went to China for Chinese New Year, for Lunar New Year, and I got to celebrate that with her and her family and the best dumplings in the world. Amazing traditions. That was a fantastic experience. Then in April, Jinghang came to Korea for my birthday. March was too busy, so she came in April. And then the following month, in May, I went to China for her birthday, you know? And so that's 7 times, and I've bought my plane tickets for August. I will be in China for 2 weeks this August, again during my summer vacation. In Korea, we only have 2 months of vacation. January is winter vacation, August is summer vacation. That's the only time I'm allowed to use my vacation days. Um, so we've really been keeping our our relationship alive, and just South Korea and China are very conveniently located. So that was about our relationship. Now I want to very quickly, and I really do mean quickly, talk about China. Um, China is a very complex, it's a dense concept. I wanted to try to unpack that concept, right? Um, People who know me and people who know me well know that in the past I've said things like, oh, I'm not a big fan of China. And so, what do I mean when I say China? I want to be really positive and really open-minded, because it's hard to say that you like or dislike a country. That really deserves some explaining. And right off the bat, I need to say I do like China. I couldn't be planning on moving to a country that I disliked, right? And so when we talk about China, if you ever heard me say I don't like China, it's because I was talking about the GOV apostrophe T, right? And I'm going to keep that out of the equation. I've had so many Chinese students and friends and teachers in Pittsburgh. The Chinese are great people, hardworking, and of course I'm really generalizing. But people are people, and people, I believe, are inherently good. I like Chinese people. I love Chinese food. Of course, Chinese food is the best. I love Mandarin. I've been studying Mandarin for about 4 years. It's a beautiful language, fascinating, just so cool. I'm about low intermediate in my speaking and listening, so I can get by in China. I have gotten by in China speaking Chinese. China has a fascinating history, a fascinating culture. Those are all good, positive things. And just leave the government out of it. Most governments are fairly corrupt in the present day world. So that's what I want to say about that. Let me talk really quickly about the time frame. I actually had my first interview Friday night with the recruiting agency that will help me find a job in China. That's really common. It's actually the same recruiting agency that helped me find my job here in Korea. So they know me, I know them, they already have all of my documents, and they're going to help me start looking for a job in Shanghai. So the earliest, I want to be home for at least a month, which will be this October. Hopefully I'll be home for 2 months. I really miss that turkey, mashed potatoes and gravy, pumpkin pie. I want to be here for Thanksgiving. I absolutely want to have time to visit, first of all, my family, and second of all, my friends as well. So the soonest I would be leaving would be November. The latest I would be leaving would be February or March. And then really quickly, I want to give you guys just some comforts, some reassurances. So point 5 is my support network. I'm not just being dropped in the middle of China. Um, I'm going to have lots of support. I'm going to have the support of the recruiting agency, an email or a phone call away for any question or problem that I have. I have the support of Jing Hong, which is the biggest. She's one of the kindest, smartest people I've ever met. She's going to make my life in China easier, as we take our relationship to the next step. Her parents, her family support us. They want me to find a good teaching job. They want me to develop professionally. And I've got a lot of personal experience to call on. I'm a world traveler. I've worked abroad. I've taught in Ukraine and now in Korea. I know Mandarin, and in China, it's a place that's blooming and developing so fast right now. And there are a lot of things about China that are better than life in North America. They have amazing public transportation. They have affordable health care, um, low costs and short waits. There's a lot less violence in China. Specifically, there's almost no gun violence, and those are amazing things. And Shanghai, it's an A plus, world class, tier one city. I've been to China 3 times. Shanghai impresses me so much. It's modern, it's beautiful, it's clean. So I'm not going to the countryside. Um, Shanghai is the place. It's the place to be in China. It's bigger than Beijing, the capital. And just look how beautiful this city is. Hopefully I'm showing the picture. All right, so I did not keep this video to 10 minutes, but I did keep it to 12 minutes. So, you guys please pray for me. Please send me messages of support. I love Korea, but I love Jinghang more, and I'm really excited about going to China. Like, I really want to do this. I'm going to send great pictures and tell you guys fun, happy stories, and yeah, so I love you guys. I miss you. Let's see each other this fall. Sending everyone a big hug, and I'll catch you guys later.